This is the third installment of Blended Philosophy. I think you know the drill by now. I just give a refresh your memory because
Yeah.
you seem to have forgotten last time. So you're gonna make a case, and I'm gonna drill you to death with my.
But do you know which
logic.
case I'm going to make?
No, not until you make it.
So I can make any case I want, and you will be able to refute it.
Well, that's my job. Like, yeah, I have to refute it as much as I can, and then if I can't refute it, then obviously.
Where's this sour taste coming from? If you just get the phone.
No. Just drink it like a beer. Just skip the foam and just.
Oh, I just know how
I
disgusting.
guarantee you, it's healthier than a beer.
You guarantee me.
Mm-hmm.
In what sense healthier? Every sense.
I don't know how many senses you have. Just the regular sense that it's not going to kill you. Like if you drank the amount of beers you would need to die, it would take more of these cups than beers.
You tell me
Of that
why
size
there's a
to kill
blue
you.
thing in that. You tell me why there's a
No, I'll
blue
find
dot.
out. Or like,
Yeah, no, blue's a kind of an unnatural colour. In the sense it's not very common.
oh, okay, red.
And there's just one dot of it. Why is there one dot in my whole drink?
Purple puppets be like.
Why is there one dot?
Well, that one dot didn't blend with the rest of the dots.
Oh.
It's fine. Okay, so today we're talking about, or rather, you're talking at me and I'm defeating you, shells. Now the question stated is, are snails sentient? It's a 3-word question. So Henry, are snails sentient?
Define sentient.
This isn't. You're meant to define sentient, and I'm meant to prove you wrong. Able to perceive or feel
Perceive.
things. Perceive or feel things.
Perceive, not perceive.
I said that. Perceive.
Yeah. Yeah. You still said perceive.
I still said perceive though, so.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I still got it right then, didn't I?
No, you got it wrong just then.
Perceive.
No, perceive.
Perceive. It's the same thing. Perceive and perceive. It's the same
No,
thing.
you just said that it tries correct. Were you about to say it wrong the second time, but then you corrected yourself?
I didn't correct myself. I just had a little hiccup in talking. Sorry about that. Look, if you
Sorry, what was
I'm getting the
definition
letters
there?
right. Able to perceive
Nice.
or fuck you. Able to perceive or fuck you. No, able to perceive or feel things.
And that's the definition of what word?
What word did you ask for? Because I gave it to you. You can't remember. This is going to be a difficult
You
conversation.
said sentient. Sentient.
You said sentient. I said able to perceive or feel things.
That's the definition of sentience.
Correct.
Yeah. Then yes, snails are sentient.
What makes you know?
They can feel things
How do you know you're not a snail?
because you put a snail somewhere that's hot, it wants to go away from there to somewhere that's cooler
Why would it want to go to somewhere cooler?
because it's not meant to be somewhere hot because it dries out.
But isn't that just like evolution? I mean, like plants go towards
How
the
does
sun
it know
just
that
because.
one area is hot and the other? How does it
Yeah,
know
that's
an
my
area is hot?
question.
It feels that it's hot. Boom. Slam dunk.
You got me. You got
Got
me.
a definition. Slam dunk.
I'm trying to.
Debate done.
I'm really struggling here.
Now I can take the other position if that would help you out, Dave.
No. if you got it, then you got it. That's well, I've never actually seen a snail move to somewhere cooler.
When's the last time you saw a snail?
Oh, there was one in my grandmother's garden.
I said when, not
Oh,
where.
when? Oh, right. I don't know, earlier this year, I guess.
Yeah, so you haven't
Maybe
seen
2
one in a
months ago.
while. And it was in the garden, which is cool. Relative to like the path walk.
Yeah, maybe it was just born there though.
Born in the garden.
Hmm.
So, all I'm saying is, you haven't.
Well, then it didn't go from a hot place.
Well, why
to
is
a
the
cold
burden
place.
of proof on me? You haven't seen a snail not go from a hot place to a cold place.
Yeah, have a look just there. There's not a snail going from a hot place to a cold place.
Okay, you haven't observed a snail not doing that.
Yes, I have. The snail in the garden.
Yeah, but then
Case in point. Boom. It wasn't moving to a colder place.
that's what I was saying.
No, you were saying that it would move from a hot place to a cold place. It didn't. Stay
but
in the
you-
garden. Well, it didn't stay in the garden, but not out of its own free will.
What I'm meaning is, you haven't seen a snail that, when it was somewhere hot, didn't go somewhere, try to go somewhere cold.
Well, isn't hot just a relative term?
Hotter is, well, no. Because,
No, it's not. Oh, okay.
because it,
Well, then
it's
what's
not
hot? Then
relative.
is this drink hot? If you have an absolute or objective
No, so hot
theory of what's hot and what's not.
is relative.
You didn't answer my question.
Is this
Is
drink?
that
This drink's
hot?
actually hot
Okay.
because it's not ice cold. Like, if this was ice cold, it'd probably be more tolerable. As it stands, it's a bit warm and it tastes
I have a
disgusting.
jug of that in the fridge, but first you have to finish this.
I don't want a refill.
Fair enough. But you said it would be
How
better.
have you finished yours?
Well, I'm almost done, but
Do you
Um,
like that?
yeah, it's good. No, I'm not having yours. If that was your next question, you don't get another
So
drink
what?
to finish
Can
it.
you tell me the particular exact rules around the drinking of the beverages?
So you don't get another drink until you finish that one. You with me so far?
Okay, define finished.
Um,
I'm
You
finished with this.
you say- no.
I'm finished with this.
You need
Dave.
a drink.
I'm finished with this drink.
No, it's not. The cup's not empty.
So it's when the cup's empty.
We could have a discussion on what makes the cup empty and what doesn't, but now's not the time. We're talking about shells. Yeah, until the cup's empty, until all the stuff has gone into your body, you have to drink it. You can't just like pour it on the ground.
Good
It's-
save there, Dave. Good save there. Good save. Damn.
That entire drink has to touch at least one of your taste buds and pass your esophagus. What do you do from there?
I was gonna then put it in my mouth, but then spit it out.
What you
But then
do?
you nip that
Yeah.
possibility in the bud, and that's
What you do past the esophagus is up to you and me and the state. And
yeah,
yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, alright.
I don't think there's a commandment against about this.
Oh, what? It's like grape flavoured. Blackcurrant.
No, it's
Right.
not. What? It's. I don't think it's grape flavored. I'm pretty sure
It's
it's not.
blackcurrant.
No, yeah, it is grape flavored. It has to be grape flavored. Because they wouldn't have
It's
a flavour
grape
that's not
concentrate with weird sparkle stuff that foams unnaturally when you blend it.
How the weird sparkle stuff flow naturally? If
Because
you blended it? The pizza.
what?
It's in my mouth. The spinach and pumpkin, I think.
Oh,
Definitely spinach, but
I didn't see any.
well, I ate it.
So Dave,
Mm.
do you reckon that those chess playing things are teaching themselves?
Arguably, yeah, but they have an inbuilt like thing about what's. So you said that there's software engineers is my point. So they code into what is good and what's bad. Like
No.
you said they set up. I forget what terminology you used exactly, but they set up a thing that makes them learn.
Yeah, and you
If
know
it
what
comes
you
to
learn,
my
how you
talk.
learn here, in reality? You die, negative reward. You continue to live, positive reward. Every kid you have, positive reward.
So then, why are these computers not dying?
I said that's real life. This is real life.
Oh, so the computers are fake.
No.
You see what I mean?
I get what you mean. What I'm saying is, you can have, there's rewards, there's a reward structure in life that's programmed into reality.
But what's so good about life?
Because you're saying, well, someone programmed it to want to win. It's like, well, you've
That
been
is what
programmed to
happened.
want something else in reality. So
Yeah,
then
but-
that
but-
argument,
but I-
what you're
but I
saying
can-
makes
but I
no
can-
sense.
But I can know, it does make sense.
Well, it's invalid, I should say.
I can unlearn that programming. So yeah,
You unlearn the programming to maximize your program goals.
what are program goals? I don't have any program goals.
Then if you have no program
No.
goals, why not just run straight into that wall?
I have
Really
done that.
hard.
Well, not that wall.
Just start from there and just
Why
run
would I
that
start
wall.
from there?
Because that's why I said, why not? If you have no program rules, why not?
What are you talking about? It's just because I don't want to.
Why don't you want to?
I've done all that. I did that when I was 10.
That
explains
everything.
I'm past that phase in my life. I think you're getting a mixture of sugar and salt here. More than my normal intake.
Of what? Sugar and salt.
Mm.
You eat Cocoa Pops for
It's
breakfast.
just a really do not anymore. I think it's a really high concentration of sugar and salt at once.
From the Jello powders.
Yeah. I might have to switch to water. But still, the software engineer built it in the first place.
Something built you in the first place.
I don't think so. I think I've always been. That was a joke.
I can't tell sometimes, Dave.
The more that I think about it, the more I think it's true.
I guess that gets into divine aseity.
Oh, cool. Can you translate that? No, what did you say? Did you say divine insanity?
No, aseity.
Aseity, okay. What's aseity?
It's like sort of the origin of all things.
Oh, yeah.
And that is everything that exists just in God's mind.
I mean, it's not just in God's mind. And I'd argue, no, not everything.
Then how can it exist if God creates everything?
What? Oh, what?
How can God create something that's not in his mind?
No, Okay, you need a more clear definition of the word mind then, because it's not in his mind in the same way we would...
soda's in this bottle.
Yeah. Correct.
Man, I think I've got like a cola addiction. Not a big one.
Do you want some more jelly?
No.
Counterbalance it.
I think I'll get some water.
Well, the computer program was built in that for.
You're built. Built by God, Dad.
Don't think so. Well, okay, you got me there.
Gotcha. And so...
But am I not divine and eternal?
How's that relevant?
I'm saying that a computer isn't divine
And
or eternal.
why is being
Eternal.
divine and eternal necessary?
I'm saying humans are unique in that sense. I mean, assumably God is divine and eternal as well. But
So...
a snail, for example, isn't divine or eternal. Neither is a
The concept
computer
of a
program.
snail is eternal. This concept of snails exists in God's mind and God is eternal. God knows all things.
Yeah, sure, in concept, but not the physical snail itself.
Yeah.
And nor is the computer program.
How's this relevant?
What do you mean, how is this relevant?
It looks at
That was my entire point, yeah.
Of what?
I
What was your
think
point?
I've got an addiction to notes. So humans are innate. In another word, inevitable or
Okay.
divine.
Where are you going with this?
Well, I already went there. I don't know why you keep following me.
Let me put back to you your argument. I say, look, this program is learning from itself
Hmm.
how to play this game. You go, the program I've put in what moves are good. I go, no, it's going from experience. When it wins the game, it gets a reward in it, like, and that's how it's incentivized to do things. You're like, yeah, but humans don't do that. And it's like, we established, yeah, there is a reward inbuilt into humans.
Yeah.
And now you're like, oh, but I heard
Presumably, I don't say her before anything.
well, like, I wasn't created. And then I tell you, and you're like, but I don't know.
I told you this from the get-go, is that that I would attack everything that you said. And you're just explaining that I'm attacking everything you said. Yeah, that was established. That was a pre-established arrangement. I don't know why you're confused.
So you're meant to attack me with an argument.
No. No, I'm just trying to prove that your argument is wrong.
Prove with some hurdles.
I never said herder. That was
You
all
just
you.
did.
That's all you.
Gotcha.
So, okay, let me try this again. Maybe I can think of a different way of saying it.
Oh, did you just say car?
What?
Did you just
Just what?
say
I didn't
heart?
hear what you said.
Say heart.
Seek heart.
No, Kyle. Say
Kyle.
Kyle. Say Kyle.
No, I didn't just see Kyle.
Whoa, calm it, Dave.
What? What are you saying?
What did I just say?
What did I just say?
What did I say 2 days ago?
I don't remember things like that. I don't remember things in that fashion.
Yeah.
You said something about Kyle.
See Kyle.
No, I don't see Kyle.
What, Dave? That's good. Don't worry. You wouldn't get it, Dave.
The only Kyle I've seen is from South Park. So, my point is that everything has a root parent class to it. And that you can establish where everything came from, and it's had to have some origin. Now, I'm saying, I don't know if you disagree on this, presumably not, but so my point is that humans are kind of like a bedrock, right? We're like, we exist, always have, and always will. And you can't say that.
What do you mean we've always existed?
I'm just kind of hungry.
Hey, you're Domino's. Because Domino's, we're always hungry.
I'll be with you in like 5 minutes. I'm just going to finish this slice.
Dave's computing.
So what's with the t-shirt?
Oh, this.
Hmm.
Oh, I had a meeting today. So
Who'd you meet?
people at work. So I thought, oh, I've never met these people before. I should probably wear a shirt other than a t-shirt. Now I've been on the move.
Is that what you'd wear to like a blind date? Something that's on a t-shirt?
Yeah, probably. I'm going to draw a diagram.
That is a stupid question, so I'm going to get you to draw something that's not a diagram. Oh, you failed.
No.
That's the letter E, and there's 3 lines
No.
there for Kelly.
No, there's
It's
no.
still a diagram.
No, a diagram
Oh my god, I don't get it.
that contains information.
So no, for me it doesn't matter. We're not arguing that.
Whoa, it's like a football coming over the goalposts. Yeah, let's play game.
Have you not have you never seen like Top Gun?
Top Gun. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Dave. Look. You want to see? This is what you're talking about, right, Dave?
Oh, not my food, you cunt.
Not a good kick. That's what you're talking about, right, Dave?
I might just,
No, I think I know what you're drawing. I already know what you're going to draw.
okay. I've already drawn it, so. Now, I could be wrong about this. But until proven otherwise,
Yeah.
most things exist here on a timeline.
And
At
what
some point-
what points are those? Is that
These
the beginning of time?
5 points. These are the 5 points.
And when is
5
that
points
time?
are 5 points. So this one is before this one and after that one.
So
That's when that
times
happens.
is there infinite time between the two?
Let's assume that there's not. Alright, no, let's, okay. Wait, just give me this, yeah, we go.
You know how old the universe is, Dave?
This is, no,
Do you want me to tell
I
you?
don't care about your best guess. Because I know that you're wrong.
What's your guess?
My guess? Okay, well, I can say for some certainty that it's at least 2019 years old. I'm gonna go with 1 trillion.
1 trillion years old. Wow, that's a big
It depends what star you reference. It depends what star you reference from.
one. What star you reference from?
Yeah.
Huh?
Because a year is measured by how long it takes you to orbit the star.
Seconds aren't.
Okay, no, this is a timeline.
Oh yeah, that's right.
This is AB.
Which is what?
It's before BC. And this is BE, which is after AD.
Oh, oh, that's
So-
real special, babe. That's real special.
Uh,
Why does the
it
line
is, and I
extend
think
beyond
there is
the
only
AB vertical line, but it doesn't come down the other side?
because it does.
And how long ago
See?
in seconds was AB?
Relative to.
Now.
Well, I don't know. More than 60.
So more than 60 seconds ago is the beginning of the timeline.
Yes.
Have you got an upper limit there?
A what?
An upper limit.
What's that?
Like you can have at most 7 drinks. Upper
Um,
limit.
You can have at most 1,000 drinks.
Seconds.
1,000 seconds then.
Okay, right. So we got up to 1,000 seconds in the past. Between 60 and 1,000 seconds in the past, what's happened in Dave?
So. I'm just. No, okay, it's more than 1,000 then, because. Oh, well.
Stop changing the timeline, man.
Okay, it's 1,000. I guess I'll have to redefine a second in a moment or so. That puts
How
a
many
whole
seconds is a
spin
second,
on
Dave?
give me a second. That's like, oh, that's like a marriage proposal right there. So most things consist on this timeline. They start.
How much
existing-
time's before AB in seconds?
There is 0 time before AB.
So everything should exist.
So
Do things
AB
exist outside of time, Dave?
is when time started. I'm getting to it.
When did time?
Arguably not.
How did time start, Dave?
Well, I don't really care. That's not really important. I guess God started time, but that's so AB is when time started, and then things.
Happened.
Most things consist on this timeline, right?
What's
So-
the most thing?
What's the most thing?
Hmm.
I don't know.
What's the most thing?
The most thing.
Mm.
Boobs?
Okay. Where did boobs happen
That's-
on the timeline, Dave?
Whoa.
What year?
I'm getting to it. I don't think... So most things consist in this timeline. They start existing at some point and
What
then
doesn't
just
be on
stop.
the timeline? You're gonna get
So everything else, as far as I can tell, is just gods and human. No, God and humans at this point. And
Are you saying
humans-
human souls or human beings?
Human beings. So humans have boobs. So boobs
So
are
are
in
you
this
saying?
continuum of time.
So are you saying, Dave? Are you saying?
You asked the same question twice.
So, the part of my problem is my
Please
question
answer.
doesn't work anymore because you defined A B as 1,000 seconds ago.
Yeah,
And
so we
then
can
I
just
say-
redefine what a second is later. That's
Okay. Okay. Are you saying that? Oh, see, now I can't say. Oh,
You're the
man.
one that asks, is there an upper limit?
Okay, when the universe started in a Big Bang,
Yeah. What's over here?
were there human beings?
Yes, because these two things coexist.
Okay, so where are the human beings? Where's that circle in space?
What do you mean?
Where's that circle in reality? Where's that circle?
What's the thing that represents?
Yes.
The circle represents. Well, I mean, it's everywhere. It's all around us. That's
It's the force.
yeah, sure.
But that's not physical.
The thing it represents isn't physical, correct?
Yes, and that's what I was saying. It's human souls or physical human beings.
Ah, okay. See, I feel like I'm teaching you stuff, but I'm not sure that I am. Because, like, since when did I become professor of the universe? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, let me get a blank page, because this already has data on it.
Is there really any information
This might
contained
take a while.
in your little notebook, Dave?
Yeah. Did you not see all those dots on that last page?
That could just be
Dots,
noise.
man. No, it's an image. There's no audio to it. It's just dots. You got something in the pink, by the way.
Oh, where?
In your yeah. Like in between those two.
This one.
And the one next to it. No. And the one to the right. Yeah, it's still there.
Has it been there since we started?
I don't think so. I think it's on pizza,
Oh,
but I don't know.
is it gone now?
Yeah, it is.
Sick.
So here,
Humongous.
oh, I'm much better at this than I thought I was. Wait, how do you draw an A?
Human being.
Oh, S's get me because they. It seems like they should be able to go the same way upside down and right way up,
Flip
but
it.
they can't.
Flip it.
Oh yeah, good idea. Flip it. So humans,
Humans.
or as I would say it, Matumbi.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm glad you got that reference. Yeah, cool. Consists of the like
Just wanted to point out something to you, Dave.
I could
that.
just write it my way and then turn it around.
No, no.
What's your thing?
You know how you're like Mutumbi?
Yeah.
You don't know how to make those sounds in that
I
hypothetical.
Well,
As a baby,
it
it's
doesn't.
like they're like, and you're like.
It wouldn't matter because eventually
You're
I
like,
would get those
so you'd be
sounds.
like, rather than like or Mutumbi. Yeah, because you don't know how to.
Eventually, I say Matumbi. I'm presuming that.
You don't. You
I'm presuming that by the
you haven't learned how
time.
to say M.
I'm presuming that by the time I want to identify this word, I've learned how to say M.
Wrong.
You can learn things on your own. That is one of the ways you learn.
Unless you listen to a recording of something.
No, because by that logic, we couldn't have thought up in the first place. And those are terrible S's. I'm just going to write normally.
Yeah, but
And
some, not all languages have M in it.
yeah, I know. But if we thought of it in the first place,
I'm not saying you couldn't think of an M as a sound.
I could then. That's my whole point.
No, language evolved to where it did. Before they were like.
Oh, your sentences are backwards sometimes. Yes, I get it. And like,
Backwards, sometimes most sentences are.
yeah. I'm just because I want there to be 3 things instead of just 2.
That makes a strong case, Dave.
Thanks, man.
Powerful triangle of fact.
Yeah, 3 things instead of just 2. If I think of more things, I'll write them down for you.
Yeah.
But so humans consist of souls, bodies, and boobs. Arguably, not all of us have boobs. I'm going to cross that one out.
That's wishful thinking.
I'm going to go... No, I prefer it the way it is, rather than all boobs. It's like a whiskey, you know?
What about Dave?
It's really good, but in
What if-
small quantities.
Dave, what if
Mm-hmm.
everyone else was a girl and had boobs, but you also had to have boobs, but you're still a guy? You're just a guy with boobs.
A guy with boobs.
So
I'm the only guy on the planet,
but you have boobs.
and I have boobs.
Would you accept that reality?
Of course. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I'm not sure that's possible. Because I associate female with having boobs.
What about man boobs, Dave?
There you go, you have a pretext to the word, a preface to the word, or whatever it's called. So it's not an actual word. I amended my first thing. So humans are made of souls, bodies, and for the sake of
Bodies.
I was going to say trigonometry, but that's not. For the sake of having 3 things instead of just 2, because I prefer it that way, brains.
That says rains.
Look at it, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you.
I see, yeah. B's way off there.
That's good. I'm allergic. I'm kidding! I'm not allergic! Allergies are for retards.
And so what, the brain is not part of the body?
No,
I guess it's still true that they've
because-
got toes, they've got hair, probably.
I just put it there, it's just, because it's nicer, I think.
Yeah, okay, yeah, alright. Okay, yeah, I understand all of that.
Cool. That was the point of that.
Yeah, that's 100% what I said before, where I was just like, so the souls have existed forever, and you're like,
So when you say, what you meant was, I turned 3 pages over and to explain to you what humans are made of.
no, I said that, I asked you that like 20 minutes ago. More, like 30 minutes ago, and you just got real confused, and you're like, oh, I don't know.
Oh no, just because I had to explain there was I didn't have to explain there was a difference. I was about to, and I was like, well, Yes and no, but that explains that yes and no better than yes and no does, because yes and no is contradictory in terms. So humans have
Souls.
okay.
Huh?
You said soul.
I was finishing your sentence
Human
to correct
soul.
it. Souls.
No, because arguing that bodies
Are you
and
saying
brains also existed.
in the circle?
Yeah,
So
this continuum.
the bodies and the brains existed outside of time and space. That's what you're saying.
Basically, that's not exactly what I'm saying, because this represents time, so it can't really be outside of itself.
No, but
But I
time's
think
on
you
the
get the
line.
concept.
Time's on the line. You're saying that's
Yeah.
outside of time.
So most things exist on a timeline or the timeline, but everything else exists on this time continuum.
Oh man! So, what do you mean that? How does something go in the time continuum but not on the timeline? Can you explain that one to me, Dave?
I can't think of an example, but I guess it's possible. We're talking about absolutes here, so you might be able to go, oh well, you can't just say that. That's circular logic. So if we're talking about absolutes, then yeah, I can just say that.
So,
it's possible.
So how can something? The timeline is all of time.
It doesn't matter
How can something not be? How can something be in time but out of time at the same time?
Because
it's
the same
literally
time.
in time
Because
and
it's the
also
same
literally
time.
out of time.
You answered your own question. You said at the same time. Was doing it at the same time, so we can do that. If it's the same time, then it can do that. But it doesn't matter.
But
It doesn't
it's still
matter.
in time.
It doesn't matter.
It's not out of time.
How something can do that?
They have it out of time. It's not within time, space.
It doesn't matter because I
Space-time.
haven't met one of those things yet.
No, but logically, how can that exist?
Um,
How can it exist in
It
two
can exist.
places? Does that even have? How can you have space without time? It's outside.
It
It's
would
something
just
we
be-
can't even imagine.
it would
It's not
just
even-
be itself.
It's no time. It's just space.
Yeah. I guess that answers your question.
And how does something go? How is something in there? But and also on the timeline. Because you said you'd be in the circle, but you're also in the timeline.
And again, yeah. Well, that's how things are. Most things are just on the timeline,
Are you?
but some
what do you-
things are also in the continuum.
Do you believe what you're saying? Or are you just trying to make something up?
No. I believe it. I could be wrong. I'm willing to admit I could be wrong. But yeah, I believe that.
Believe what?
That humans and God, I mean, like, why not list everything, exist in both the timeline and time continuum.
Within time continuum. A loop. So you
Just
what? But how can it be a time loop but not be time? Like just before we were saying it's just space, no time, and yet you're calling it a time loop.
No. I thought that was an offshoot. I thought that was a tangent that you were saying that space can exist without time. I wasn't trying to use that to explain this. I thought
So then if there's time there in the time loop, how can there be something in the time loop that's not on the timeline if both are in time? Unless they're two separate realities
I'm
in terms of space times.
I'm not suggesting that is the case, but yeah,
Huh?
that can be possible.
But so now you're saying that you exist in the space-time loop and on the timeline, so there's two
Yeah.
of you acting independently in the two
No.
realities.
Arguably not two of me, just the one of me, and not acting independently.
Well,
Acting
what you're doing in your
independently.
loop time is different to what you're doing in the timeline.
What makes
So
you think that? I don't know. I disagree. I'm saying no. You're wrong.
So you're doing the same thing in the time loop as you are in the timeline.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Okay.
Try
But
not.
you're not doing it in the same space. You're doing it just at the same. And then that time, how do you know the
I'm-
time of the time loop, time space is in step with what's the time of the timeline, space time? It's like you've got two realities.
I'm like.
One's some weird loop time, whatever that is.
Don't get too bogged down in it. You're the one that's in the loop. I said continuum. So
Continuum.
you don't have to repeat the same thing you do. In fact, I don't think you do repeat the same thing you do. That would be
So then
weird.
you keep motioning it like it's a circle. Why is it a circle on the line if it's not a loop?
No, I'm not. Okay, I said that to lessen the confusion, but if that doesn't help, just pretend I didn't say that.
Okay, so there's two space-times, and what's happening in one space-time is happening in the other, but not vice versa. And how are they aligned? Like, what? Huh?
Because, well, God's in this one, and He created this one.
Well, see, that's debatable. Whether God exists
Not.
in time or out of time. Some would say arguably God is timeless.
Sure. That's kind of what I'm getting at. I'm kind of explaining how God is timeless. If you want to say that He actually is timeless,
You're
then sure.
using a time continuum to say that something's timeless.
Well, no,
Genius.
I'm kind of explaining how something can be timeless by
In being
just
in a time
showing
continuum.
you, but just by showing you that it's not timeless. Just because we have, like, that's. I think maybe we were using the wrong word.
You were.
No. Previous people were.
Okay, and what were they saying?
They were saying God exists out of time. I think that's linguistically incorrect. Or you could argue theologically incorrect. Doesn't really matter.
Because if God existed within time, then...
So you're saying if God existed within time, how could He create time, right?
No.
So if He exists...
No, that's not the problem.
No, okay.
So if he's in time, but time is change.
Things change over time. Time isn't
Or
change.
is time that things change?
No, things change because of time?
Ooh. Oh man.
So you can't change things without time.
Oh man, this is complicated, Dave.
I know it is. It's
Where were you going with this whole thing?
so computer programs and snails exist on the timeline but not inside the time continuum. So
Why not?
what do you mean why not?
Why not?
I think you mean how not, but it doesn't matter.
When not?
When not? Well, over here and over here is when not.
Yeah.
Why not is
How do they come to exist then? if they don't exist in the time continuum?
Well, God must have put them there.
And
You
so
could
how did
argue,
God
you
put
could
them?
argue that humans put the computer program there. Which, okay, fine. Yeah, we did.
Yeah, but your body was put here in the same way.
Ooh, controversial. I'm not sure it did. I'm unsure about that one. I'm like, was it? Wasn't it? Who
Well, it
knows?
didn't exist before it was made.
I don't know. I always used to think that it must have come from something else.
Come from something else, what do you mean?
Well,
It was-
take evolution for example. Presumably my body came from my parents' body and then eventually from a monkey. Like if you date it back far enough.
Yeah.
I know that's just one theory, but
What you're saying is you're constructed of materials that were somewhere else before. But they weren't
That's-
rearranged.
That's what I always thought. But now I'm not so sure. I don't know. Maybe I did always exist in physical form.
Okay, so let's just say the snail only exists on the timeline.
Yeah.
What's your point? I kind of disagree with that, but what's your point?
So my point is that it was taught to learn.
The snail was taught to learn. What?
Whereas
What do you mean?
humans can learn on their own.
Oh, what taught the snail? It's Mama Snail.
Could be. Oh, I'm arguing that.
Then what taught the first snail?
So I'm arguing it relies on instinct to take it from hot places to cold places. And God gave it that instinct.
Okay.
It's like, here you go, here's a bunch of instinct. You're welcome.
Perception? Well, how does this relate again to the perception? How does it not perceive?
That's the wrong page. I wanted a different page. So in order to perceive, you have to observe something for yourself. And I'm arguing that snails can't do that because they only exist on the timeline, not the time continuum.
What about dogs, Dave?
About dogs, it's about snails. What should
Sure. Do dogs exist in the time continuum?
No, and until proven otherwise.
Okay.
No, they don't.
So dogs don't exist in the time continuum. They exist on the timeline.
Yep.
Are they learning, Dave? Are the dogs learning?
Yeah, I've seen a dog learn before, but actually the dog was taught to know. That's
Taught to learn. That's like when you learn to study, come to our study skills and learn to learn how to study, learn how to learn. The top tips to learn how to learn.
yeah.
Humans are taught how to
I
learn.
think that entire room is going to be filled with snails and dogs. I'm like, oh, excuse me, is there any room? And then we just close the door in my face because it's all filled.
Oh man.
Because all these dogs and snails don't know how to learn how to learn.
Okay. Okay. Why is it that humans
That was
don't
very
need to
funny.
learn how to learn?
What are you not getting? Because we're on the continuum.
Why is being in the continuum make you not need to? Well, you get put in the continuum, you're like, oh no, I don't need to learn how to learn.
You don't get put in the continuum, but yeah, essentially, yeah.
So things that are in the continuum, the time continuum,
Mm.
don't need to learn how to learn. How is that related to being in the time continuum?
Well, things in the time continuum, they always have been and always will be.
In a circle. You keep drawing a circle motion.
That's because it's fun and, well, not arguably not informative.
So they were
A circle is
and always
continuous.
will be.
And therefore they can learn things on their own. They don't have to be taught how to learn.
Why?
I think you mean how.
How?
Well, I don't know that one. I shouldn't have corrected you. I should have just answered why. Oh, I'm afraid that's our time. And we don't need any more time because we've already answered the
We're in
question.
the time loop. We're going to be here forever. And always have been.
Well,
In the time continuum.
yeah. Alright. I think we've argued enough and pizza's all gone. Time is up. It's time for a vote. And then I'll make my statement. Are snails sentient, yes or no?
See.
Can't take
I
forever, that's going to turn off. sooner
I
or later.
disagree with the definition that was given of sentience.
Cool?
So, no.
No. Two no's.
I thought you meant to be arguing against me, Dave. So you should
No,
be
this
arguing
is the
against.
time for the vote.
Yeah, I know, but
Yeah.
I'm saying before, because I actually think no, but you were arguing no as well.
But you first said yes, and I argued
I only
against
said
that.
about your definition. I said if your definition says this and that. I didn't say, a particular way, did I?
I said it's time for the vote. I said, are snails sentient, yes or no?
I said no then,
the
yeah,
first
yeah.
word out of your mouth is no. Like,
Just then, yeah, I agree, yeah. I was talking about before.
yeah, I know. You said yes before, and I said no. Doesn't matter. You voted no. I voted no.
I don't want to keep my vote no.
What?
I want to vote no.
You already have.
I know. But
Correct.
my point is that I've always been no.
I don't care. We don't have time for it. According to Peter's stream, snails aren't sentient.
And what's the next question, Dave? Yeah.
Alright, so if you like that one, there's more, there's a whole playlist of it now. So go to Blended Philosophy, come back in a month or so, and we'll talk about gay. Do you want to pin down the question? Let's get this technically correct.
Mm-hmm.
Is gay sex okay? I'm not asking that.
No.
I'm asking it like, is that a good question?
No. It should be, should gay sex be illegal?
Ooh, that's very specific. We never talked about laws before here, but you know what? Why not? We can.
Criminalised, not just illegal.
Ugh.
Criminalised.
Fuck off with this
What a
illegal and
punishment.
criminalised. I don't understand the difference.
What I'm trying to get there is, should it be illegal, like crossing the road is illegal without,
Sure.
there should be a punishment. There should be a state enforced punishment for gay sex.
We could break this down into